something that I would suggest that you guys do. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all, and I hope each and every one of you is doing well. And I welcome you again to yet another video where I'll be analyzing for you guys XAUUSD, NAS100, Eurusd, NZD USD, Gbpjpy, and the most anticipated and the most wanted VIX75, US30 and DXY. Obviously, I will start with XAUUSD, then I'll end there by the dollar index to check whether, because less of the pairs that I have here are less correlated to the DXY. I don't know if I should start with the DXY, but I think let me start with the DXY to make things easier for you guys. But I decided to take less USD pairs. I'm listening to what you guys say. This is your channel, this is our channel, so we all working together in this. I feel like DXY is as simple and straightforward as we can see. Let's go to the daily time frame of DXY. DXY, all I want is for it to hit the support. Then after the support, we are gonna be gone for life. After the support, we are gone for life. So basically, I just want DXY to hit the support. Then from there, we're gone for life. So there's nothing much I can look into on DXY, but to notice that I just wanted to go down to the support. So for the upcoming news, mind you, we have NFP on Friday. So for the upcoming news, I don't see DXY going back anytime soon. So if it's like this, honestly speaking, on my utmost experience, guys, if we experience NFP having these market conditions, I would be happy because I will know that I'll have to take note of the following. Let me just write it down for you. Let me just write it down. I'll have to take note of the following. Where's the text of the following? So if it's like this, if DXY decides to be weak, then USD first is a sell, and then USD second is a buy. So simple and straightforward. So if DXY decides to be like this during the NFP, so you just have to sell USD first and buy USD second. So basically that is how it's going to be. So it's just as straightforward as it is. Now that we're done with DXY, now we can dive deeper. At the moment, if you can see DXY like this, that means you are having a very strong and a very bullish XAUUSD. It's a prediction that I'm making. Let's go see if it's exactly like I'm saying. So the first pair the second pair we're going to be doing is XAUUSD. So as you can see on an hour time frame, I don't even have to dive deeper. Sometimes beginners, they confuse themselves by over analyzing. Guys, I'm done. Just one line and I'm done. Just one line and I am done. I'm looking for buying opportunities, and I've already gotten my confirmations from what? I've already gotten my confirmation from DXY, which is currently selling heavily. So I got the confirmations from the DXY. Now it's easy for me to look into any other pair with ease. That has to do with the USD. So it's closely connected to the USD. The gold spot is closely connected to the USD. So moving right along, because it's mostly sold in United States dollar. Moving right along, I'll look into NAS100. This week is not the same as the other week, so I'm not gonna say NAS100 is also buying, because this week is the NFP week. So NFP week, we always see things that are best friends going against each other. So I'm anticipating NAS100 to be declining heavily. Thank God, it's exactly like I've said. As you can see, I'm experiencing what we call a bearish flag. I'm experiencing what we call a bearish flag. So we had our sells, and then we had our buys, yeah, and then we're currently playing around, anticipating for the continuations to the downside. So it's also straightforward. I'm looking for shorts on NAS100, and I wish it becomes long-term shorts. And also during the NFP, I wish NAS100 can sell. So right now, I wouldn't enter any trade. I would only enter a trade if we can break below the structure, and then we're good to go. That's the only time when I would enter a trade on this. So we keep it clean and simple, and we do not waste time on something that is easy and straightforward. So we can introduce further trend lines on this. We can indeed introduce further trend lines on this, and just give it a space to breathe. Give this space, give this an opportunity to decide whether are we going for buys or we're going for sells. It's a good time. So from there, if I look at things like Euro USD, then you would actually know that Euro USD is buying after looking at DXY. So you would know that Euro USD is actually buying. 100% correct and 100% spot on. So I'm teaching you guys to be friends with the DXY. When you are friends with the DXY, your life becomes much more easier. So wherever you are right now, if you are looking for something to trade and for a little bit of a long term, you can have your Euro USD. It's a very good investment that you can have. Have your stop loss exactly at the break below, and then your take profit figure there at the top. So it's a very good investment that you can take at this time and moment. So right now it has already broke and tested, so we're just looking for continuations moving further up. So I'm also gonna expect the next pair that we're going to be doing, which is NZD-USD, to be also buying. NZD-USD, I'm expecting it to be buying. The next pair we're going to be looking at is NZD-USD. I'm also expecting it to be bullish at this time and moment. The next pair we're going to be looking at is NZD-USD. I'm expecting it to be bullish. As you can see, voila, it's also bullish. It's also straightforward. It's giving us what we want. It's giving us good buys at the time and moment. You can see the beautiful resistance turning into a support there and giving us what we want, continuations moving further up. So very straightforward. We're looking for longs from this trade per se. We're looking for longs moving up. So there we are. There we are. Very straightforward and very much beautiful. So I'm done with the pairs that I think might require DXY, but let's look into US30 first before we move to pairs that do not require me to look into the DXY. So let's just check US30. Let us look into the US30 and see what does it have in store for us. So with US30, I find it very much interesting to trade this. I find it very much interesting to trade it. Find it very much interesting to trade it. So do not know what's happening, but I guess the only thing that we have to wait for is confirmations as well. Let's wait for confirmations. Let's see if it's able to push until here, and then from there we have our beautiful overall cell structure, and then we continue moving with the flow. It's important that you move with the flow all the time. You do not disturb the flow. You just always move with the flow, move with what the market is giving you, move with what the market is giving you at that time and moment. So basically that is your US30 for you. Now let's look into something a little bit chilled, which is Gbpjpy. 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 We have Gbpjpy. I'm looking for continuations of cells. The reason why I'm looking for continuations of cells on Gbpjpy is because it has been playing alongside two sides, which is the resistance and the support. So that has been seen in a couple of numerous times. So I'm looking for continuations of cells on Gbpjpy. That's the thing that I'm looking for at the time and moment, and I don't see anything disturbing me from this vision at this time and moment. So the last pair I promised you to do is VIX. The last pair I promised to do for you was VIX 75. But I just check what's happening also on these indices. They are very much complicated and funny, but you guys trade them, so why don't I spend my few minutes looking into them? So I feel like everything is just the same. There's nothing more difficult here. You just look at the movement and follow the movement as it is. So we are having a diagonal supporting trend line that has been tested so many times. We actually are indeed looking for finding momentum to finally break and go to the resistance that was previously introduced to us. So basically in the VIX 75, you always look for different things such as the W formation, the M formation, sometimes the N formation happens. So for example, here I can see that the W formation is trying to start. We do have an M formation there at the top. We do have a W formation here. So I would suggest that when you're trading VIX, you mainly look into these shapes that I've given you here. It's NWM or MWN. So those are the shapes that you are most likely to be looking at. And also I'd suggest that you don't trade breakouts and whatever. You only trade support and resistance. So those are the two things that I would say you must mainly trade when you are looking at VIX, with the way I'm looking at the chart and the way it is right now. So that's something that I would suggest that you guys do. So yeah, I think I've summarized and analyzed most of the things and given you guys some certain tips that you guys should use. Other than that, you guys are gonna keep on getting such videos from me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and to comment and to keep all the bad comments to yourself. I don't need any bad energy on my channel. I just need only good energy. There's a difference between bad energy and a critique that is constructive. So I just don't need any of that. Other than that, it's always got your mentor. I am signing out. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and to share the video to all your friends and your loved ones.